Power Rangers have to be somewhere in time.
Okay, that does not look like Rancic. I mean, it does look like Rancic, but at the same time, it's pretty clear that that's a double because he looks kind of there's something very notable about his face. There's something about his face that seems a bit off. Also, his voice is not like perfectly matching, but at the same time, it's pretty close. You can definitely tell that it's probably an actor who's supposed to be his double. You could at least judging by his look, he does look like a double. I don't know I can't really say what it is about him, but he definitely has something about him that resembles him being a double.
Find them!
There they are!
Who the heck is that guy? That person's never in the show. And also, why would Rancic ever friend a human? I mean, well, and understand this now. I'm talking about, this is early Rancic. I mean, yes, we saw the Quantum Ranger in that little transition scene, that's all animation, but actually that's actually decent animation. It's not like the Time Force one from before where we saw it and I was like, oh, what the heck? That's cringeworthy. No, this is not cringeworthy. That's actually pretty nice looking, but I mean, that guy, like, who is this guy? Who is he? I don't know who he is, and why is he there? Why isn't Nadira there? Why isn't, Frax there? I mean, yes, this is obviously after Quantum, so this could be after Frax has left, but I mean, Nadira could have been there, although why would then again, Nadira he wouldn't speak to in that kind of manner. He's too nice to her. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it would make much sense for that guy to be who it would be, but whatever. Let's keep going.
They're at the control center!
Quantum Ranger on alert! Charge! Sound the alarm! Open the gates!
Master, they have too many weapons!
Fire! It's hurting time! Yeah!
Retreat!
Control Center includes Rancic and Quantum Ranger. Others sold separately, batteries not included. From Bandai.
Okay, actually that was a really cool looking playset, I'll tell you that much. I actually really like that playset, seeing that you can get like the Quantum Ranger and Rancic as a figure there, and then you see like the jet, I guess that's the jet jammer it looks like, can't really tell, or something like that. I think I'm confusing it with Lost Galaxy. You know what I'm talking about, the Time Force jet, or not the Time Force jet, is it the Vector Cycles? I feel like it's like their Zords that they have, like their individual tiny Zords for their main mech. The pods, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, it looks like that. Interesting. I'm confusing with so many things here because there's so many different names that are very similar and they kind of resemble one another in some ways. I mean, sure, they're kind of different, but at the same time, there are some similarities. I'll tell you that much. These 3 seasons alone with Lost Galaxy, similar. Each one, what was it again? Lightspeed had something that was similar, I believe. And Time Force has something. Yeah, I don't know, something about them just kind of they each kind of relate to one another, but very cool. Overall, the actor that played Rancic there, interesting character. That little guy next to him or whatever, different character definitely. The Rangers look cool. The whole entire action looked cool. The kids were crazy as ever, but it's cool. All right, guys, let's keep going.
When the deluxe Quantosaurus Rex Megazord travels through time, you know evil is out of control.
More!
But thanks to its awesome accuracy
Rapid fire!
and quantum strength, evil found itself out of time. When you're one of the most massive things, past, present, or future, you don't worry about enemies.
New Deluxe Quantosaurus Rex Megazord. Other figures sold separately, batteries not included. From Bandai.
When you're one of the most powerful creatures, past, present, and future, you don't worry about enemies. Again, that same guy appears. Gotta love that guy, I mean, that guy does show, that's a fun character. That's a character that I would that's really respect worthy. Like there have been versions of that in the past for I believe there was another commercial that from one of the earlier seasons that I did that had a character similar to that kind of idea that didn't seem as nice. I feel like I remember there being one, but I'll tell you this much right now. that guy has that's a pretty nice role to play. That's pretty cool. I actually like that idea. The Quantum Megazord, as you saw, remote control using the Morpher. That's actually what it was known for, the Quantum, the Q-Rex. So yeah, very cool, very cool, very cool. I mean, it's a very cool mech in general. Very big. The transformation, it you press that button, it transforms on its own. You don't even have to do it yourself. It moves on its own. I mean, it moves with you controlling it or whatever. That's a cool concept, and that's something that you don't see that often. There's only one other season, I believe, that has that kind of a feature where it has like automorphs and it moves on its own. There's 2 seasons that have the automorphing for the Megazord, and those 2 seasons would be, 2 mechs. That, and also it's one of their last mechs in Mystic Force that ends up being able to transform from like a phoenix-like look to a lion-like look. It's very cool. That one's actually really excellent because it goes through a ring of fire and it transforms. It's really cool. That one's excellent. I hope that there's a commercial for that when we get to that point, but we're not there yet. So anyway, I think that this commercial was really cool. Yes, again, there was some weird animation going on, but this time it wasn't too bad. This time it really wasn't too bad. I actually really did like this commercial. Really epic, really awesome shots of the Quantum Ranger and his mech. Also the Q-Rex destroying all the villains. The basic, putty-like villains, just cool stuff, really cool stuff. I'll tell you that much. You saw Frax in that commercial, a toy version of him, which, yes, that was sold at one point. I know you can still probably find it online pretty easily. Very cool stuff, guys, right? I definitely think it was very cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. I hope you guys are too. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's keep going, guys.
This time, the future's ours! Rangers! Future is clear. Grand 6 clocking out!
Rule time with Power Rangers Time Force. Now, Monday through Friday afternoons and Saturday mornings, only on Fox Kids.
We won't give up, never!
Okay. I forgot. I'm sorry. One thing I forgot to mention about this, which is something that I forgot to say, and this is gonna happen again in Wild Force a little bit more so, but in Wild Force it's a little bit more understandable, and I will mention it for the next one. The idea that I wanted to start doing something which I know that Time Force and Wild Force has. I believe some of the later seasons have it too. I know that it at least goes up to SPD. I don't know I know that Ninja Storm definitely has some of this kind of promo stuff. But yeah, I wanted to start off with Time Force because Time Force definitely has promos. Lightspeed did not, and Lost Galaxy did not have promos, but I know that Time Force definitely did, which is why I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'll do that. I'll show the Rule Time promo that they have. The thing is that there's so many different promos for Time Force alone, and a lot of the promos aren't that great. But that little snippet there was just hysterical. Like, there's a lot of things that are very fun about that. A lot of things that are really accurate to the show that are pretty key scenes and pretty cool stuff right there. And yes, this is an example of where I show real scenes from the show, because those are very quick, few seconds each, and they're worked together. No, that was very cool. I thought that promo was excellent. Expect that for Wild Force. One thing I wanted to say is that Wild Force will end up having promos. Definitely. There will be commercials. I actually found a decent amount. At first I was only finding promos, and I was thinking I was gonna have to use a lot of promos. I do have a decent amount of promos, but they're at least good promos. A lot of them are Forever Red based, so a lot of them you will see do have that in mind. So expect to see things that refer to Forever Red, which should be fun. I'll tell you that much. I mean, Forever Red was a pretty good episode. I definitely do plan on having a discussion about that, doing another real talk where I talk about Forever Red, and even giving some history, giving some fun facts about Forever Red, because it was a pretty major episode and there's some interesting facts about that episode. So when it comes time to do that, I definitely will. That will probably happen eventually, like maybe in the next week or so after after this video, maybe sooner, we'll see. But right now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's about it for commercials, and I only wanted to show that one promo because most of the other ones really didn't look that great. The Wild Force ones there were some really excellent Wild Force ones, which we will get to see in our next one where we do a commercial on Wild Force, and I know that. But Time Force, really, there wasn't much in regard to promos, but that's just a little bit of a hint of a little bit of a look into what you'll see next time, where you'll see a lot more of them. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you haven't, please check the previous video that which was posted, which is one for Lightspeed, where I talk all about the Lightspeed commercials and show off some of them, and just it's fun. It's really fun. I personally think that the Lightspeed commercials were great too. Both of these commercials were great. I'm very happy. Look, I'm very happy that the Time Force, I found a good amount of Time Force commercials. I was really worried that I was going to find very little. I found a pretty good amount, I feel. Time Force is definitely, again, as I said several times, Time Force is my favorite season. And if you guys want to, you can even comment down below. Tell me what your favorite season of Power Rangers is. And you can even tell me why you like it. You don't have to. You can, or you can even give me an idea of which seasons you liked. It could be more than one. Anyway, guys, again, goodbye.